Before I start, I want to warn you that the story does have to do with gun violence. And I usually don't tell this story, but because of recent events, I think the fact that the story makes me uncomfortable is exactly the reason I need to tell it. So, a couple of years ago, I reached a tipping point, and that was when a gunman walked in the Marjory Stoneman Douglas School and shot 17 school children. And at the end of it, a massive debate happened afterwards. Should there be more guns? Should there be less guns? Should we arm school teachers? Should we hire security guards? But ultimately, at the end of it, I just felt powerless. But what became clear was that not all felt so powerless. While I was struggling to find a way to be heard, the spokeswoman for the NRA was on a town hall stage with Senator Marco Rubio that week, and together they told the kids of Marjory Stoneman Douglas why they thought the MSD students were in the wrong. And I think the most frustrating part about this all was it didn't even feel like we were arguing about the right things anymore. Because at the end of the day, I was so tired of the politics. I didn't care if it was the left solution or the right solution. I just wanted outcomes. I just wanted less gun deaths. Hi, my name is Aaron Soskin, and along with Christine Vandervoort, we're building the next generation of campaign finance and politics, where we have become obsessed with this question. Who does have the power in politics? And it turns out 5 groups do. Lobbyists, big money donors, PACs, special interest groups, and political parties. And these 5 groups have the power because they understand 2 things. 1, the cost of elections have skyrocketed in recent years. And 2, 80% of the time, the candidate that spends more money ends up winning the election. Now, we could argue whether or not this is a good thing or bad thing until we're blue in the face, but at the end of the day, this is the situation. So we really have 2 options. Do we want to continue to fight this massive campaign finance incentive? Or do we want to choose to leverage the campaign finance incentive, but realign it so that it works for the people this time? What does that mean? Well, if you look at the playing field, big money, they have a huge toolbox full of all different types of tools. They somehow even figured out a way to use magic. We the people, we got duct tape. It's not bad, but it's old, it's kind of brittle, and it breaks pretty often. Now, other solutions want to fix the problem by doing this, getting rid of the tools. Now, this is inherently not a bad idea, but the issue is that it doesn't fix the underlying core incentive, the incentive which caused current campaign finance structures in the first place. The Govrn solution is to take those same tools and give everybody access to them, equalizing the playing field by raising everyone up to the highest common level. And the first tool we're starting with is one called outcome-based donations. Outcome-based donations are donations held in escrow contracts until predefined community metrics are reached. For example, I really care about fixing education in San Francisco, so I can donate $100 to the mayor of San Francisco only if high school graduation rates go up by 2% in the next 4 years. And only if that metric is achieved does she receive my donation towards her next political campaign. Ultimately, this is creating the building blocks for our vision to be the platform of open source politics and governance, one that starts to change our relationship with politicians. Because if we do nothing, the truth is these events are going to keep on happening. And they won't stop happening until we realize it's not us versus our politicians. It's about it being us with our politicians. Because it's only when we work with our politicians that we start to build the future that we want to live in. This is the future that we are building at Govrn, and I hope you come join the Govrn movement with us. Thanks so much, and I hope to hear from you soon.